when I straightened the bars after the fall on the dirt track, I did notice my Barkbusters, you can't see it because I've moved it now, had a gap again in the edge of the bar. And the reason you get this gap, I showed that in a very earlier video, is because this doesn't quite fit properly. So what happens is, if you push that in towards the Barkbuster, it obviously pulls on the back here and it opens up to create a gap. And that gap's obviously a pain because it can let dirt and water in. And so you can see there, if I just tighten in the bar, so I just tightened an alloy key into the bar and left it straight as it would naturally hang. And then if I get my old measuring stick and have a look at what the distance is there. So that's 10 mil, 11 mil. So that's an 11 mil spacer. So I've actually got 10 mil spacers in the shed from the previous fitment. So even though I said in an earlier video that the Barkbusters fit better with the tapered bar clamps, you can see there they still need a little bit of adjustment if you don't want them to open up at the back. And so what I'll do is I'll put a 10 mil spacer in there and it'll keep that gap closed. Because if I pull that towards the bar, this will rotate and it will just open up. So let me put a 10 mil spacer in both sides and you'll see how it keeps it neat looking. So there we are, another job successfully completed. Absolutely no gap in the end here. So I've got a 7 mil, if you recall an earlier video, I've got a 7 mil spacer in there. So the clutch can clear the Barkbuster. And I've now got a 10 mil spacer in there, which enables that gap to close. Because if you pull your Barkbuster round to fit the clamp, it'll open up a space at the end of your handlebars. It's only 1 or 2 mil. You know what I'm like, a little bit anal in these things, so I reckon the 10 mil Barkbuster spacer makes it. And so the sequence is you tighten it up here to make sure it's straight, and then you have everything else loose, and then you tighten it up here, and then you jiggle the clamp about, tighten that one there, the extension, and then tighten the bar clamp. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's and then it's perfectly aligned with your handlebars with no gaps. So there you are, I'm pleased with that. And there's the other one as well, 10 mil spacer fitted, and so that's good. I'm happy with that, and back to normal. Thanks for watching.